What's up, Masterminders? It's Justin Kegley. Just got back from the retreat, and actually Tuesday after I got back, I had the opportunity to go to MyZone University, and it's just a great opportunity for us. We have implemented MyZone into our facility earlier this year, and one of those things, Todd was talking about, how do you make an extra, $5,000 or an extra money throughout the course of the month? This might not bring you $5,000, but what it can do is it can help you bring in some more cash, but also just looking at what MyZone can do. Like if you've been using MyZone forever, some of this information may not be applicable. I'm also going to tag my notes and so you can have that below. But a couple things that really stood out for me. This is something that we implemented back in August. And we had good adoption, but it wasn't great. We're still looking to improve that. And so this was a huge way for me to help understand, like, what is the goal and what are we trying to do to help not only help our clients to maximize the results, but also to provide us with more from a financial component from the belt, or also look into that long-term value of the client and how do we keep them around, and obviously being able to do that. So here's what I took away from that. The goal of using MyZone is to measure effort and to make people feel good about exercise. The whole secret sauce they talked about was MEPS, right? So measuring effort and community. So when we look at, what our clients are looking for, everybody is looking for results, right? Everybody wants to get results. They want to lose weight, they want to feel better, they want to get faster, stronger, have more endurance, all that kind of stuff, whatever it is. But in order to get results, they need to be able to get into a routine. And so we know that if they keep coming, they're going to get into a routine. They're going to feel good. They're going to get motivated. That's going to push them past, So instead of just working on being motivated, they're going to get into a routine, and that's going to keep them coming. But in order to do that, they need to feel good about what they're doing, right? So they need to make sure that they want to come back. They feel good. They're having good sessions. In order to do that, they need some feedback. They need something that's immediate and direct. Every one of our clients, that's looking for weight loss walks in and goes, I want to lose 20 pounds yesterday. That's not always the case, and we know the scale may not move as much as some people may want initially, but what do we always talk about is, control the controllables, and effort is one of those things that we can control. So MyZone fits in really well with that, making sure that we control what is in our grasp. If you do that every single day, and you put in that time and effort over time, again and again, then you're going to see results. It's also one of those things that it makes it obvious if someone's putting in the effort and earning 2,000 or 3,000 MEPS, we know that we've got a food issue, so we can address that. So it gives some feedback and helps people to give them something tangible rather than just going, well, let's throw some stuff at the wall and see what works. The biggest thing for MyZone is get your staff on board. So not just going, hey guys, this is really great. Go talk to people about this. Get them in a challenge. Have them do the MZ fitness test. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Get them engaged and getting them to understand how it can change their workouts. That's been a big piece for us. We've been driving that hard with our staff, but we did not do a good job of that early on. So now we're kind of backtracking and redoing that and trying to push that through. And the people are starting to see the values in different ways than we did previously. So getting your staff on board. We want to make, MyZone, the goal is to make technology as easy as possible to uptake. It's simple, to make sure that your staff understands it and that your people understand it. They look at the app, they know how to use it, all that kind of stuff before they implement it. So walking people through, making sure your staff understands, here's what it looks like, here's the MEPS, here's the calories, here's, heart rate, here's your effort, here's how we measure effort, all of that. Make sure they understand that really well, so that way you can help maximize your clients' results. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's one of those things for you as club owners or personal trainers or whatever, you can actually put it into somebody's hands and not worry about going like, well, someone's going to come back and go, well, that didn't work, right? If it doesn't, 30-day money-back guarantee, that's on the company. They will send you a new belt and be able to let you recoup that, so that way you're not at a loss. So that's really good. It's just another way to add tremendous value and to make some money, differentiate yourself from everybody else. Unless you have people in the area, then it's a way to keep up and make sure that you're staying in line with what the standards are. A couple things, best practices that they were talking about is, make sure that you're constantly, if you do have MyZone, set up challenges consistently so that people get used to that, so we can set up effort. You can, pinpoint and target specific MEP goals monthly for your people. You can do that individually if you're a personal trainer. If you're a small group, obviously you can set up those numbers. And then also you can set up in advance and tell people, hey, we expect in this class, if you're doing an individual group class, expect to earn 150 MEPs, expect to earn 100, 200, whatever it is. So that way you can set it up and set people's expectation around what they should look at. If you're measuring effort, it doesn't matter, what fitness level people are at. We can give them something that's appropriate for them based off of where they're at and just looking at effort. So that's why they use the zones. So really great. A couple things that also that you can do is, if you're a personal training or if you're wanting people to do more outside of your facility, they can use it. If you're using the MZ3s, which that's all we sell at our facility, then that can track that data, and then you can still look at that data and those MEPs. That's a huge thing for value, to be able to have your people do different levels of intensity outside your facility. Or when they come in next time, if you, they got killed yesterday, bring them back in today and say, you know what, hey, we need to go through a lighter workout. Great, you can take them through that intensity. Looking at, overall, we know that 1,300 MEPs is set off of the World Health Organization, I believe, so standard for exercise throughout the course of the month. And if you do that month over month, you get your statuses, you get your iron, your bronze, your silver, gold, platinum, diamond, and Hall of Fame. That's really cool, but it shows consistency. But if you look at creating the idea that, hey, you know what, 1,300 is the minimum. Let's get to 2,000, let's get to 3,000, maybe beyond. How do you do that efficiently and help people to actually show what their effort is? So again, it goes back to showing effort. Two things that I think are really big as far as what you can implement today outside of just what the belt does. One is the MZ chat feature. It is easy to go in and to like people's workouts, to comment on their workouts, to have a conversation with your clients about how they are currently training. Bring them back in. Hey, great session today. What time are you coming in tomorrow? Would love to have you, following up. What time are you coming in Friday? Be able to follow up with those people. You can also customize it, for people that are out of town or whatever the case is. If you're following up with somebody, you can just send them different messages. It's quick, it's easy. It's a great added bonus to provide more to your people. The MZ fitness test is something that's new in August. If you have not done it, I would run it with your staff and I would run it with all of your clients. It's something we are prioritizing over the next week and a half. The MZ fitness test is a heart rate recovery test. Okay, so it looks at, it's a 15-minute test total. It's 14 minutes where they take you up through all the zones except for red. And then at the end of the 14 minutes, boom, you're done. Look at recovery within a minute. It's fantastic for, whether it's an athlete and you're looking for your 1-minute recovery, or you have some of your older clients and looking at cardiovascular concerns and making sure that they're fit and where you need them to be. It's all based off of their effort again, so you don't have to do something crazy for them, but it gives you a specific heart rate recovery session. So it's really great, and you can measure that every 6 to 8 weeks. Give them another variable that they can look at and go, hey, here's another way that I'm getting better. So the MZ fitness test is something that I would highly recommend. And then the last thing that just looking at is the remote access. If you don't have remote access through your phone or through your iPad, call up the company. It's free. They will set you up with that, because I can now see the screen on my phone. If you didn't have this before, I do now, and it's amazing. My screen is off a little bit in the distance, so sometimes it makes it tough when we're over riding our bikes. So like yesterday, I took a couple people through specific workouts there on the bikes, and I pulled it up on my phone, and I could log it and track it right there in real time on my phone, right next to them, rather than having to squint or to move the bike and do that. So that's super cool. You can set up classes throughout the screen and have it run automatically. You can set up timers. And there are so many options. They're coming out, coming soon. They have an MZ body scan, which is an app that's going to go. It's a camera that you buy. It's $350, and then it has an iPad application that you can literally scan someone and get a fit, like a three-dimensional fit scan. So we have a 3D fit scanner, and it has not been a great experience for us. But this is a non-invasive way to do that. If you're interested, it's coming in November. That's something to look for, the MZ Body Scan. The MZ Scheduler, if you're looking for something, this connects with your CRM, and you can use it as a class scheduler. Again, it's something that needs to be turned on. You can call the company. That starts October 31st. But if you're looking for a way to schedule classes and you may not have a great way to do that right now, you can use the MZ Scheduler. They're going to log that with your CRM. MZ Instruct, they are coming out with not only ways to show what workouts coming up next or what the sessions are if you like pre-plan your programming through the MyZone screen. MZ Instruct actually is doing video work. It's not to replace a trainer. It's to be additive, so that people can see a demonstration while they're doing it. So that's something that's coming soon. In the spring, they're going to launch the MZ Scale, which is meant for at-home use only. It's not commercially graded. They said it's for basically 10 uses or less a day. But it will sync with your MyZone, obviously, and it looks at body metrics, so it's kind of like a mini InBody, if you will, from what I understand. So that's what that looks like. And then they have a couple other pieces that are coming where they're trying to integrate into fitness equipment and things like that for manufacturers. And then my iPhone stuff with the MZ Motion, be able to log some of that, be a little more efficient all the way around. So regardless, if you have MyZone, if you want to reach out, you have questions, go ahead and reach out. Feel free to reach out to me. This is something that we're trying to increase a ton. I think it's a tremendous value add, and it's something that, the short-term benefit of financial is good, but the long-term benefit of keeping clients around and showing them something is amazing. And we want to continue to find ways to do that. So anyway, that's that. If y'all have any questions, feel free to send me a message. If not, don't forget, as always, to be great today.